up, sports fans? It's your man D back, Speaking Mind Sports Talk. All right, check it out, man. So we got the games today, guys. The playoffs is in session. My man Gunright to be here in any minute. Brandon Nicholson already fresh in the building. What's good with you? All right, I know you guys are excited for the playoffs. I'm excited for the playoffs. I'm super hyped. I'm glad that basketball came back too. Uh, it was a little shaky there. Some of the players pulling out, opting out. Kyrie Irving. I don't know. Like sometimes Kyrie, man, he's a funny guy. I'm not sure if he was trying to start a movement or something, but whatever. So be it. Kyrie Irving did pull out, however you look at it. So anyway, my man Go Rights in the building. How you doing this morning, bro?
What's up with it, bro? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can hear you loud and clear. How you doing?
Shit, chilling, man.
All right,
Top of the morning, y'all.
no doubt. All right, guys, we might get a little bang and bump. They doing some work on my house, so I hope y'all don't hear the noise in the background.
Okay, I got you. Hold on.
Grab my coffee right quick. My coffee and my muffin. Yes, sir. Let's get this started. All right, guys. I didn't have time to have any breakfast, so I got my muffin, my good old cup of Joe. Let's rock. All right, you ready? Chopstick in the building. What's good with you, Brandon Nicholson? Chopstick. All right, guys, we're going to get this thing cranked up. So, first game today, and man, I'm like a kid at a candy store. I'm so excited about the playoff start. All right, first game today, guys. 1:30 game, so we got plenty of time here. I don't think it's going to be as volatile as what we've seen in these last, 2 or 3 days of that bubble where they're announcing guys not playing, and then right when the game starts, it's a change of players. Nah, not in the playoffs. They're not going to mess around. Right now, it's do or die. You can't be giving up games. You can't be messing around. So a lot of what we see is going to be more consistent to what we're going to get in the game. So our predictions, guys, which I'm excited about, our predictions should be on. Here's another thing. I'm going to start something new today. Gun rights, my gun rights bets today, guys. I am going to place the bets right along with you guys. I'll show you guys a ticket before we get off. So we're going to take the bets. I want you guys to know that I'm in it to win it with you guys. So, gun rights, you ready? Oh, gun rights. I think gun rights fell off. Let me I thought he was still on. I was ranting on and on and on, guys, and he done fell off. It's all good. It says I got the Nets upsetting Toronto, a new star, and Karis LeVert is nice. And I cannot say that I wouldn't mind that happening, Chopstick. I'll tell you about that a little later in the show, buddy. But I don't think so. But that's all right, Gun Rice. Don't worry about it, bro. Just get it together. We'll get it cranked up when you get it straight. It's no rush. I got my coffee. I got my muffin. I got the fellas here in the chat. We'll kick it a little bit. He said, I'm pumped too, my brother. I was skeptical at first, but I watched the games. I was sold. Yeah. Well, here's the thing, Brandon. It's like people are going to be skeptical, especially when somebody just starting into it. What I needed to understand was the betting side of it. That's why I got gun rights in to help me out with that. And then a couple of other guys, my guys over at Odds HQ, Boston, Nick, Jimmy, Mills, and those guys helped me understand the betting side of this. And then I did some research too. So the skepticism I accept, But one thing that we have to understand is no one picks all of these things right. That's not going to happen. No site. If you do, go to that site and become super rich. I believe if they had the system, they probably would keep it suppressed. You know what I'm saying? Lose some on purpose. Perfect betting system is you'd be a billionaire. Break every booking house in the country. All right, here we go. The next team is something else. I look forward to see what they look like when Kyrie and Durant return for sure. And DeAndre Jordan, don't forget him because he opted out because of COVID-19. But he'll be back as well. That's going to be huge, man. That's going to be huge. All right, guys. So I'm going to get started. Gun Rights will be back in. I know he's probably trying to get his phone straight or whatever, his laptop or whatever. I got the link still in the chat for you, Gun Rights. Just let him know, guys. We're going to go. No, I forget that text. Link still in the chat for you, fam. There we go. Yeah. Makes it a lot easier. All right, guys. So, all right, yeah. No, that's cool. That's cool. I'll still have the link in the chat. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So the first game, guys, we got the Nuggets, who opened up at 3.5. And that line moved to 4.5, guys. Totals are 215.5 for the overs and unders there. You know, I could just imagine that it had a lot to do with just the point spread. We knew Bogdanovich was going to be out. And Mike Conley, you know, his child, he had a birth of a child. So he's not going to be in this game. He's going to be there for his child, which, hey, man, I can totally respect that. Basketball is basketball, but this is once in a lifetime event. And some athletes decide to miss those games and, miss the birth of their child for games, and that's their decision. But if an athlete wants to go take part in that, even if it's a playoff game, I have nothing against them. But with that being said, Mike Conley's going to be out, so that may have something to do with why the line shifted on that game from the open of minus 3.5 to minus 4.5 now for Denver. And that's because Mike Conley is out. Edwin 0011, what's good with you, Edwin? Ron Cohen, what's good? Carlos Mendoza, appreciate you guys coming through. So, and then 215.5 on the totals, guys. So, you know, the Joker, Nikola Jokic, you know, he's going to have to make sure that he stays in rhythm. They started looking good as a unit there toward the end of the bubble. But Jokic is going to have to make sure that he stays consistent. When he fell off, I will say when he fell off offensively, he did pick up, you know, rebounding and this, but they're going to need him to do it all. I mean, you're the star, so you have to do it all. So they're going to need Joker to show up consistently. Free throw shooting is massive in the playoffs, and the Nuggets are struggling right now at the free throw line. So that's one thing they're going to have to clean up. Gun Rights is back in. That's one thing that they're going to have
Can you
to
hear me now?
Yeah, you're good. You're good. That's one thing they're going to have to clean up. Nuggets have more depth in this matchup, though. And despite the free throw shooting, depth is the key. You know, Jazz usually starts strong, but again, depth is the key. You know what I mean? Mike Conley is out and Gobert is out. So, Gobert is doubtful. He may play, but Mike Conley, we know, is out for sure, which adds to a lot of points. Mike Conley put up about 20 points a game. You know, and he's not going to be here. So I'm going to go with the Nuggets on the money line. I think Denver will cover, you know, that point spread, but I don't trust it. Because Donovan Mitchell had a great showing against them the last time. And if we have another turnout like that, you know, it'll be pretty close game. So I don't trust that. Maybe a bet. Maybe a bet to take the Jazz on points. Actually, to tell you the truth, I don't know if you're a gambler. You know what I mean? I don't know. Go right to give you guys more on that, but 4.5, I don't like it. I will say that about it. I do like Denver on the money line. As far as the 215 guys, look, I actually see Denver under 115 points. I see Utah under 115 points. So when you look at 215.5, I think that's too close in my opinion. To go over or under. So in this game, the only thing that I see is Denver on the money line, which I can't really give you guys too much more on that. And then yeah. So gun rights, take it away. How would they get some money on this one? Or how would you suggest they get some money on this one?
Shit, you hit it on the nail. I agree. Money line, Denver. I agree.
Right. Yeah, guys. And let me see. Do you don't have William Hill pulled up, do you?
Nah, remember I told you I can't pull it
Right,
up. I
right,
don't
right,
want to lie
right.
with you.
Let me see, guys. Hold on. I have Bovada. Let me pull that up.
On Vegas Insider, you can see what the line is for William Hill.
Yeah, I know, but I need to I don't even have that screen up. So
I could see it. Give me a second. Let me see
okay,
if
here we go. I got it. So Utah is plus 180 and Denver is minus 220. There's not much there. I'm now on the spread though. On the spread, Utah is plus 5. So look, that might be something to look at. That's why I said if you want to take Utah on the point spread, because I think this game is going to be close. I think this game is going to be close. Utah's a plus 5. So what do you think about that, Gun Riders?
Yeah, it just all depends on how. Just
I
all
don't think
depends on
Denver's
how
going to
Donovan
cover.
mentioned. You say you don't think what?
I don't think Denver's going to cover. If Rudy Gobert play, I don't think Denver's going to cover. I think this is going to go down to a close game. And hell, Utah could possibly steal it away. But covering that 5, I'm not sure. And Utah's a plus 5 at that. They plus 180 just for the win, but they're plus 5 on the spread. Might be something to dangle around with, guys. There. My man Kerm in the building. What's good? What's good? Kerm says I got Nuggets in 5 now. Okay. Bet it. Go to your site and bet that, Kerm. I think we will see. If you talk about Michael Porter Jr., I agree. I agree with that, Brandon Nicholson. We will see that. James Jackson in the building. What's up? That's my son, James Jackson. What's good, James? Appreciate you coming through. Chopstick said DEC punch report. Monster Nui ducking Casemiro. No, I didn't see that yet, but I did hear the fight was off. But I believe it was the Casemiro team that decided to fight Moriash or something like that. But I'll talk about that later, guys. Back to basketball. We got to stick to basketball. So, yeah, I don't know. If y'all want to mess around, that might be something to mess around there with to take Jazz on the points. Something maybe you want to think about flirting with, but that's not what we suggest. Moving on to the next game. The Nets and the Toronto Raptors. So the Toronto Raptors open up again. We already knew they were going to open up at minus 10.5. There they go with those high points again. But the current now is minus 9.5. Now, look, man, I don't even know what to say about this whole the, the Nets are playing well, right? And this is what I think about. Like the Nets are playing really well. The 10 points, that's kind of scary to me. To me, that's just kind of scary because of how well the Nets are playing. You know what I mean? So let me get to the breakdown of this game. All right. Nets they're playing great defense. They're playing great offense. Like someone in the chat said, we may have found a star in young Karis LeVert, right? And they're a scrappy team without a superstar player. The problem is, so is Toronto Raptors. That's exactly what they are, but they're just a level above the Nets. You know what I mean? Uh, the Nets, Karis LeVert shooting 36% from downtown, bro. And he's been a complete player. The kid's been good on the defensive side, blocking shots, getting in the passing lane. And then you have Joe Harris over there shooting 42% from the three-point line. You know what I mean? And so this is what makes the Nets as dangerous as they are. Uh, and if LeVert and if LeVert can find his rhythm and Joe Harris can find it, they can give Toronto a problem. The problem is Toronto's been playing lockdown defense, guys, against everyone. Now, these are two guys that are coming into their own, but we have to realize Toronto's been playing lockdown defense against guys who are stars and superstars already, right? And I expect the Toronto Raptors to come in here with high intensity defense coming out of the bubble to play just like they've been playing. And remember, they rested the entire starting squad. They rested all of those guys in the end of that bubble. So Toronto's looking good. They're gonna come back fresh. They're gonna come back healthy. I gotta go with the Raptors in this game. That spread, that's a little risky. You know, I think something that this is another example of the first game. I think something you guys may want to flirt with that on the points. Take Nets on the points on that spread. I don't like the Raptors on that point spread, but I do like them to win the game for sure. And with the defense and the way the Nets have been, I mean, the Raptors have been pounding these upper echelon teams with the defense. I would say that we stay under that 222 because the Raptors haven't been jacking up points themselves. You know, they've been under a consistent 115, and the way they've been pounding these upper echelon teams on the defensive end, this is a broken New Jersey Nets team. Let's keep it real. Yeah, they're competing and they're doing well, but this is still a broken team. So with that pounding defense, and I expect the Raptors to come out continuing that, the Nets are not going to be able to stand up to that. So I would stay under that 222. If you guys want to take a bet, I would say under that. With that information, give them some advice, my man Gun Rights. What you think?
I think I would probably take the money line. That 9 points is hella scary, man. But they could do it. It's no doubt about it. They can do it. It's just like you said, the Nets been playing pretty good. They've been putting up points, but you already know the playoffs. The game slows down, so I don't expect for these teams to be blasting out like that. So I would just stick with the money line. If you are going to take the points, go ahead and take Nets and the points because you got a better shot, of that game, keeping it a little bit more close. You feel me? But it just all depends on the it just all depends, man. If the Toronto want to put the foot on the gas, because like you said, they rest all their players. If they was playing all their players, it would be a different subject. But vice versa, the Nets been playing all their players, the players that they already got injuries, so they've been pretty much playing their best players throughout the whole bubble. So that
Right.
game is
And see
very interesting on the points.
the list of injuries for the Nets are substantial. Jamal Crawford. Okay, so the guys that a lot of them is not really injuries; it's COVID-19. They're the opt out. So you got Spencer Dinwiddie, Kyrie Irving, uh, DeAndre Jordan, Prince, Michael Beasley. COVID-19, they out. They opted out or COVID took them out, right? Then you got Claxton is out, Durant is out, of course, and DeMar Crawford with that hamstring, which DeMar Crawford could jack up a lot of points for you. And then you got Piazza and Dante Hall. They're questionable, so they may play tonight, but they're questionable. You only have Brissett and Patrick McCall out for the Raptors. They're pretty much healthy. So man, I don't know. Like I just think the Raptors are going to continue to pound them. They got OG Anunoby and Fred VanVleet, Kyle Lowry, and those guys got a good rest. Ending that bubble, they were comfortable in their position, and I just think they're going to come out and pound the Brooklyn Nets. And young Karis LeVert, although he's doing well, don't get me wrong, and Joe Harris, he's a vet, but he's doing well. But this is a team. This is a Toronto team that pounded teams like the likes of the Lakers, the Clippers, the Mavericks. You understand what I'm saying? I don't think this broken down Nets team is going to be able to weather that storm. That's just And as far as those points, guys, go under. See this game getting maybe to 220, maybe to 220, 221 to scare you guys, but I don't think it'll go over 220.
Well, we know they do that. They scare us a lot with having the
Oh yeah,
points so
yeah,
damn
yeah.
close.
Definitely going to be something that's going to come close in there. Kerm says I got the Raptors in 5. Toronto versus Brooklyn is going to be a dogfight. Yeah, it's going to be close. That's why I don't like that spread. I will give the Nets one game. Yeah, they might snatch a game. It might be this first one. Hopefully, I don't know, but they may snatch a game. Chain TC, what's up with you, Jared Allen? Does a non-tangible? This is just the basketball prediction, fam. So I need gun rights. I need to get your email too, so that I don't have to drop that in the chat.
I got you.
Because everybody just used to jumping on. All right, guys. So let's crank it up. Let's get to the next. Yeah, Jared Allen does his thing too. He just got a double in the last game. All right, so let's crank it up, guys, to the next game is Boston Celtics versus the 76ers. Yeah, I started out this. All right, man. Boston opens up at -4. The current is -5.5. So the line shifted there to 18.5 on the totals. I wonder why we got that Boston versus 76. I wonder why we got that shift like that. Have you heard anything? You didn't get a chance to check on this yet, have you?
I
All
don't know,
right.
man. It's probably it's either two things that I could think of. Either somebody may be banged up on on the Celtics, or it was a lot of money going on it was a lot of
I'm
money being
correct.
betted on
I'm
the
pulling
Boston
it up right
Celtics.
now. All right, so let's check the injuries. We got Brian Brokoff out, which we knew for the Sixers. Glenn Robinson the third, oblique out. We knew that. Ben Simmons out. Cyrus Smith out. We already knew this.
No, I'm talking
No.
about on the Celtics. Who was out on the Celtics? Anybody banged up over there?
Well,
No.
Daniel Tice and Jason Tatum. Matter of fact, Daniel Tice, Jason Tatum, and Langford were banged up before all of this before this ended, which they needed to rest them at the end. But they're probable, they're questionable. But the thing is that the line moved in Boston's favor. They gave them another point, so maybe like you say that the bets were heavy on that side, but they gave Boston another point.
Who was the who? No. So hold on. You saying that Boston is the favorite, right, in that game, right?
Yeah, they opened up at
Yeah,
-4, and now
minus
they
five and a half. So
minus
that
five
means
and a
that
half
so what that means is that they're giving the 76ers extra points. You
extra
feel what I'm
points.
saying? Yeah.
Okay,
So
all right.
if they're giving the 76ers extra points, that means that the bet was heavy on Boston. You feel what I'm saying? So
Oh, okay, I
they
got
trying
you.
to persuade more people to bet on 76ers by giving them those extra points
All
is what I'm
right,
saying.
got you.
It
All
must
right.
be heavy. It must be heavy on the Sixers. I mean on the Boston Celtics, but I can't see the percentage right now. So I can't tell you that for sure, but I'm assuming that's what it
Oh, I
is.
got you. I got you.
You got to go to Vegas Insider for that.
Yeah, I'm
You go to
here.
matchup.
That's where I am anyway. So it's the side is 84% Boston, 16% Philly. So
There you go.
they're right on that. And on the money is 92-8.
There you go.
Right. So
They
right.
need some
So
money to go the other side.
to the other. Yeah,
Yeah, they need
they
it.
want some people to bet that line, but let's listen to this breakdown before we start getting ideas on that. And the way I see it, Embiid beat up, guys. Embiid's a beast. And even beat up, he's dangerous, but we still gotta recognize that he's beat up. Struggling with that sprained thumb. His back and knee issue always consistent uh, as a struggle. Ben Simmons out of the lineup. Now, the 76 is going to start Thibault. Guaranteed. They're going to start Thibault, and he's going to, rough them up down there in the hole, the Boston Celtics. The thing is, Al Horford has done tremendous with these big guys down low. He did. Look at the job Al Horford did against Giannis Antetokounmpo last season. Al Horford is a solid defender. And again, Embiid's banged up. All right. So I expect the 76ers to come out playing real physical ball, bumping them inside and stuff against the Boston Celtics. Their only chance to kind of wear them down to win. But the Celtics have been getting their chemistry in order, bro, and they're beginning to roll. They shoot 36% from long range. They shoot 46% from the floor in these past 5 games. Gordon Hayward and Jaylen Brown are back in their groove. And again, as I mentioned, Al Horford, man. So I like the Boston Celtics in this one. I like the spread. I do like the spread too. I like the line on this one, guys. I don't forget money line. That's just as what I like. It's not about what I like. Gunright's going to give you guys betting, the betting strategies. I'll give you the percentages too. All right, but I like the spread. I like the Celtics to win. And 218.5, I say over. And y'all take that
What is
money
the
line,
public?
guys, and parlay that or something. But let me give you the
What's the
let,
public talking about?
all right, so on the side, the public 84% Boston, 16% Philadelphia, 8% on the money, Philly, 92% on Boston, and 99% agree with me on that over. I think they're going to fly over this probably 230 or more. 99-1 on that.
Well, let me
So
put
give
you
them
something.
some betting advice.
Well, one thing I'm gonna say, historically speaking, I do not like when the public is going all the way one way, 100% like that. I don't like that. So something. Now, mark my words. I could be wrong, but 75% of the time I've been right on this. If you hold on.
And y'all listen up to this, stay woke, because Gun Rights is the guy that does the gambling. I can give you the statistics, the analytics, what my gut feeling is and why, certain percentages and certain statistics matter. A lot of statistics don't. You still have to watch what happens in the game. But
Well, look, I'm gonna tell you this.
there you go. All right, go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you this. When you see when you're talking about, those lines, like I told you, Vegas is gonna try to get their money some way. So when you see it, when you see the public moving one way 100% like that, usually out of the over or the under and the money line and the side, something is going to fall. You feel me? Watch what I tell you. We'll know more by after this game, but and y'all get what I'm talking about right now. Y'all probably not going to really understand it too much until y'all see what I'm talking about. But listen to what D said. That's why I said the public always, this is historically speaking, you can go back on all these matchups since the bubble started. Something is going to fall. The money line, the side, the side are the overs and unders when it's 100% like that on one game. So that's three different bets you can make. So when you see it says when the line is so off-sided like that, something is going to fall.
The
You feel what I'm
side.
saying?
I would bet on the side because of the physical ball play. Them bringing in Thibault and that
Like put it
physical
this
ball
way,
play.
put it this way. The public has everything that you just said. The public is going on the side of everything that you just said. So you
Yeah.
saying that it's the majority is picking the over, the majority is picking the side of
The
Boston,
majority
and
is picking everything. It's
exactly.
99%,
So
92%, and
something,
84. And I
so
would say that it's
something
the
will
side.
fall.
I
You
would
feel
say
me?
that it's that 5.5.
Okay, so with that being said, y'all don't have to bet what I'm telling y'all to do, what I'm telling y'all to watch out for. I just want y'all to look, pay attention when you watching that game. Listen to what I said. It's never going to be where they're going to take a loss on every single bet on that one game. It's never going to be like that. You feel me? It's always one of those or two of those is going to go the other way. Watch what I tell you. If you go back to the games, you'll see what I'm talking about. Go back to the previous games.
So the Brooklyn Nets are plus 375 in this game, and Toronto Raptors are minus 550, which is, yeah, well, 5.5, but yeah, minus 375. Look, yeah, it's minus 105 to go for the points, plus 115 for the Nets. That might be an interesting bet, man. I said that too. Like, put that in a little parlay where you don't risk a lot of money. Take the
Right.
Brooklyn Nets on points, maybe. You know what I mean? On
Yeah.
that game. And then with the Sixers in this game here, it's 220 plus 220 for 76ers and minus 270 for Boston. But on the line, it's minus 115 and plus 105 for the Sixers. So I think that that's what would drop. The over and unders are minus 110 either way.
How
See how
many
close?
games is on today?
Four. Four
Four
today, four
games.
tomorrow.
Okay. So if they ever give you one of the games out of all the games that's been played in one day, they only gonna give you one like that. But it's never gonna be like multiple games like that. I'm just telling you from far as what I've seen, because I know you know basketball, but I go back and look at the ending of the scores from the day before, and I look at all of the games on who what the percentages was. And that's how I got that analytics, what I was just telling you right now. I'm looking like, okay, they had the side and they had the money line, but the over and under they got crashed on if the public went a certain way. And then it's the other way. It'd be like they'll give the public the over and under and they'll give them the side, but they'll kill them on the money line. It's always like that, bro. You got to go back and look and check, and you will see exactly what I'm talking about.
All right. So the first quarter, oh wow. Because I just clicked in on the prop bet. So the first quarter is 475 Philly. Now that might be something to think about. First quarter for Philly is plus 475, guys. That might be something to think about. But I'm not going to get into all of that. This is basic odds and predictions. So let me keep it simple. So we're going to move on to the next game, guys. The next game on the. So you did give them your advice on that game, correct?
Yeah, but like I told you, because you giving me all these percentages and the public is going one way like that, I don't know about that game. I can't really I'm not gonna
Well, I would say this then. I would say this, gun rights.
put it this
And
way.
we
If I
don't
was to
want to
make a
force
bet,
any. We don't want to force any bet. We want it to be a bet we feel comfortable with. But
exactly.
I would say if anything is going to fall with your ambitions and what you used to happening, if anything is going to fall, I would say it would have to be that spread, that point spread.
What's the over and under total?
218.5. I can't see
Oh,
them going under
okay.
that. I just really can't see them going
And,
under that.
and what's the point spread?
Current is minus 5.5.
There you go, right there. If I
And
was to
so
have
that's
to
why I'm
make a
saying,
bet,
like, even though the public's heavy on every side, the money line, Boston's going to win.
yeah,
Boston's going to win.
yeah.
That
So I
I
would have to
feel
say the
super
side,
comfortable on the 218. I usually do well on
the
those, on the
the
over and
line.
unders. And that's
Yeah,
what I'm
I'll
saying.
have
That
to say the
line, bro,
line.
that spread, that line, I think that's what, if anything, like, if your premonition is right, I believe that's what it is that will fall, is that line.
Facts. That's what I agree with too. I feel more comfortable on Boston winning the game, and I feel more comfortable about you knowing your overs and unders. But that
Right.
point spread always be killing motherfuckers. I mean,
So money line over, guys. Let's look at this as money line over. Let me see what I said on the. I said I like the Celtics on this one. I like the spread. Yeah, I did like the spread, but with gun rights premonition, let's avoid the spread. Let's go money line over to 18.5. That's probably the best way to bet that.
well, look at y'all.
And you
Everybody
can
in the
mix.
chat, everybody in the chat, and everybody who might be listening. Just go to VegasInsider.com, go to matchups, and look at the last week of all the basketball games. If you got time to do it,
They
go
got
back
us
to
for that.
last week.
They got us
Yeah,
for that.
go back to no, not just on our bets. I want y'all to look at the percentages in matchups for the last week of all the games. Look at where the side was heavy out of all those three bets, and I can guarantee you, every day you're gonna find at least 2 to 3 games, if not more, that one of those fell when the bet was heavy the other way.
Right,
Vegas got some type of money, and this is like true. I went through this like 2 days in a row, so.
right.
And this happens on football too. It happens on every sport pretty much. You feel me?
Y'all take it from gun rights, man. I'm telling you, this is the pro. This is why I got him in here. These tips and stuff he's giving you, he's letting you guys know, he's breaking it down and giving you guys insight on where to go to prove, to validate what he's telling you. But I'm already going to tell you guys right now, he knows what he's talking about. So that's why I got him on the show, because again, he knows what he's talking about. So y'all listen out for that. Uh, upon his premonition, we're gonna scrap. I said that I like the spread, but we're gonna scrap that because 3 out of 3 is a long shot, as they call it in the gambling world. I do know what that is. It's a long shot, right? One of them are gonna fail. So let's go with the money line over the 218.5 there. Let's do it that way. All right. So last game on the card today, guys. Dallas Mavericks, Los Angeles Clippers. And the Clippers opened up at -5. We had a move on the line there. It's -6 now. The total points 230. And people were like 230 high. That's high, right? Nope, not for these two teams. And there's a reason why. And I believe actually the over on this 213 really safe, to tell you the truth. Um, it's not as high as it may appear to be. So first, the injuries in this game. Jalen Brunson out, shoulder. Cauley Stein, Courtney Lee, they out. Dwight Powell, everybody knows they're out for good. Kristaps Porzingis probable, so they're expecting him to play tonight. Patrick Beverly is questionable, and Landry Shamet to play tonight. So they're probably, and guys, remember, questionable now, unlike right before that bubble, means more than likely to play. Versus unlike that bubble, it meant Yeah, it's up in the air, 50-50, a toss up, and they might not come in. No, the playoffs. We're in the playoffs, so it's more important that these guys play now. So we may see a little bit of Beverly. We definitely going to see Montrezl Harrell, and that's going to be huge. And I'll explain that a little later. But he'll be in this game here. So Dallas, they shooting okay now over the season prior to the layoff and everything, and overall they're shooting at like 36.7, which is high, close to 40% from 3-point line. But throughout this bubble, the restart, they're shooting low 30 percentages. Okay, so they've fallen, and they've also fallen in free throw shooting. So the reason that's significant because this is the playoffs, guys. Playoff time, baby. Free throw shooting is important in the playoffs. And Dallas was at a strong, it was over 80%. But check this out. Coming off the restart, averaging over 80%, they're now under 80%. They're in the 70 percentile at that free throw line, which tells you how horribly they've been shooting from the free throw line during this bubble. Look, if it's 1 or 2 games, that's one thing. But when you have 8 games consistently having a problem with this, that's going to be a problem for them in this playoff. Now they are fourth in the Western Conference as far as averaging, plus 4.9, averaging, scoring over their opponents. So they are fourth in that category, but that may not be enough. Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, averaging 58.3 points together when they step on the court. And that's with Kawhi being on minute restriction. Now that these guys are back, rested, Kawhi is rested through this bubble. He's not been putting up terrible minutes. One game there he played, in the upper 30 minutes, but that was it. And so he's going to be feeling good. This is what they saved him for. So he's going to be there. Paul George has been playing phenomenally. Montrezl Harrell is back. And like I said, I was going to mention later, this guy in the paint. The thing is, Montrezl Harrell is not a 7-footer. People always talk about his height, but his arms are stupid long. So it covers the distance, guys. If you have a guy that's 6'10", but his arms are 5 inches longer than that 7-foot guy, what does that tell you? He can reach up just as high. But generally, guys that shorter like that are more athletic. They can jump. This is what makes Montrezl Harrell so dangerous. So dangerous on the defense, where most guys can't reach when they stick that hand out there to intercept a pass. Montrezl Harrell can get in there. So he's significant on the defensive effort, and that's going to be the difference in this game, the fact that he's back. So I say I like the Clippers in this game on the line. Let me make sure I was right. Yeah, 6. Actually, with 6 points. Yeah, I like the Clippers, man, on the line. But remember, guys, you're going to take Gunright's advice on this. At -10, at -110 to cover that 6 points, I think that's pretty good, And I feel solid on the over for this 230 because Dallas is going to put up points, but Dallas defense is horrendous. But even when a team plays Dallas defensively well, they still find a way to put up 117, 120 points, and which means that the Clippers are going to cover their end because they're going to win the game, right? So I'm looking at this to go 235 or over. So clearly blow past that 230. So I think you guys are safe on the 230. At the -6 at 110, I think I like that too. But gun rights, the percentages on this game side is 73 Clippers, 27 Dallas. On the money is 82 Clippers, 18 Dallas. And then it's kind of mixed up on the overs and under, 68-32, 68% over, 32% under. So what do you think? What's some advice for these guys on this game here? Damn, my eye.
Well, I would say the money line Clippers. I don't like them points, and I definitely don't like that over and under is spread out like that. But like I just told you on the last one, Look at that. Look at what I'm talking about. I'm gonna show y'all more because I'm gonna start screenshotting what I'm talking about when I'm looking over these games, and I'm gonna send them
But
to you.
you
D.
don't have to do that because look, this is what I'm telling you, and this is what I want them to understand too. That's why I got you on the show. And that's why I want you to give us the final predictions on these games because oh wow. That's why I want you to give us the final predictions on these games because you're the pro. So you don't have to prove it to us. I know in the results. I've seen you, I know what you do, how you win money. So that's all the results I need. And you understand the betting aspect of this. Eric Rojas, how you doing? Eric said, do you like the over 229 Clips Mav games? You say, yeah, I do. I actually do like that, Eric. I like that. So I'm gonna put
My bad, man. Every time I walk outside, these motherfuckers is cutting down trees and shit.
yeah, no, but go ahead and on what you were saying though.
Um, like I said, like I said, I wish I can like show y'all better because me telling y'all is kind of like you have to do because this is what somebody told me. So that's why I'm telling y'all, you gotta them percentages matter, man. Because I'm telling you, Vegas is not gonna take too many hits. You feel me? They not.
Right,
They just not. I mean, historically speaking, you can go back in history. They're not gonna take that many hits like that.
right.
So the percentages matter. But if I was to have to take a bet out of that game, I would just take the Clippers money line. That would be my bet on that game. Everything else is kind of, you know, it's kind of wishy washy. It could go either way. But if I was going to tell y'all to put y'all money on something, do it with the money line, the Clippers. You feel me? It's just like Dallas, Luca can, bro, Luca throughout the season, I didn't see Dallas beat some of the best teams too. You feel me? So,
Right.
and if they can't beat them, they at least gonna cover the spread. So with
Clippers
that being,
is minus 280, and Dallas is plus 230.
see, you feel me? See what I'm saying? That's a lot. That's even. If you switch it around, it's pretty much even. They're gonna give you pretty much the same amount back with the plus. But with that being said, I would just say take Clippers with the money line. Don't that's just my bet. You feel me? Like I said, y'all gonna put y'all money down wherever y'all feel comfortable. But my bet on that game would be just the Clippers, the money line. But watch what I tell you on all of them. The public, they never get 3 for 3 right like that. It's like rare. It'll be like one game every maybe 2 to 3 days. You will get a game like that. But because this is the playoffs and everybody's going to be bringing their A game and the game slows down, just be looking at what I'm telling you. You feel me? But I would go with the Clippers, the money line. That's my bet on that game.
All right, all right. So you guys heard it. Clippers money line. That's my man's bet on that game. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys a rundown real quick of all of the in-game predictions. So, all right, let me do this. The Utah Jazz and the Nuggets was our first game, and Gun Rights start calculating this because I want you to give us 2 tickets at the end of this. 2 tickets today. All right, get the people 2 nice little parlay tickets. All right. So I said that I will go with the Nuggets on the money line. I think Denver will cover the points, but I don't trust it. It's the first game for them and the Nuggets. It's too close. Maybe take the Jazz on points. Maybe, you know what I mean? That's something you could think about. I said stay off the total because I see Denver under 115 and I see Jazz under 115, and that's too close. So money line for Denver. Stay away from that over under on that game. Way too close. And if you could take the Jazz by points if you want to put it in on a little bet or something, maybe a parlay ticket or something there. Okay, the next game was the Nets and the Raptors. And I said, let's see, money line Raptors. Throwing in the parlay. Let's go under the 222 because the Raptors defense will pound the Broken Nets team. Yeah, I did say that, and I had to go with the Raptors in that game. The spread is too risky for me in that game because the Nets are going to come to play ball. So money line on the Raptors under the 222 on that game. That was my advice there. Um, Boston Celtics versus the 76ers. Said I was going to go with the Celtics in that one. I did like the spread, and I also like 218. But this was the game, guys. Remember, the gun right said it's a 3 for 3 with the public, and something's going to fall. So I said, let's throw out point spread there. Let's just go money line and the over on that game to be safe. Oh, that's the advice gun rights gave us. Don't do all three. Do not do all three. Chances are something's gonna fail. All right. Clippers versus the Mavericks. Uh Said we're gonna go with the Clippers on the line. The line is what I said. I like the line. And over that 230, that was my advice on that. But gun rights,
What was the
and again,
what was the percentage on the over and under again on the Clippers game?
on the
Let me know that.
Clippers, and it was 60-32. So the over and under in this game, guys, is where I think. Remember, Gunrider's premonition. Try to stay off of all three. So if we're going to stay off of
What
all
side
three
is
in
the
this one,
60%? Is it 60% the over or the under on that?
73-27 is the side, and 82-18 was on the money line. 68-32 was the over and unders, and it was over 68%, 32% under. But if the public is wrong, what I'm saying with your premonition, I think it would be on the overs and unders, right?
Okay, so we're gonna take
So,
the under on that. We're gonna go with the lower percentage on the over and under. That's what I'm gonna say.
so you want to go opposite of the public?
Yes, on the over and under. Yes, I want to go the
Okay.
opposite.
All right. So go. Okay. So
You
this
see
is
what I'm
how.
saying?
Yeah. No, I got you. So this is what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna go. We're gonna go with the Clippers on the. We're gonna go with them -6. We're gonna take that -6 because that's -110, right? We're gonna take that Clippers, but we're gonna go under. We're gonna go against the public on that 230. We're gonna go under. That's what we're gonna do there. So those are the 4 games today. And of course, y'all know we coming back every day tomorrow. So Gun Rights is gonna put together a little ticket here, and so am I, guys. And I'm gonna put together one right here on live. And I'm gonna show y'all the ticket. Gun Rights get ready to give y'all some tickets. Y'all could probably put together yourselves. Gun Rights, take it away, fam.
Okay, so for our first one of my first tickets, I'm gonna go Raptors money line, Denver money line, Boston money line. My second ticket, I'm gonna go the Jazz +5.5, the Raptors money line, and the under in the Clippers versus the Dallas game. That's my 2 tickets. Of course, you know I'm gonna put in more, but this is just what I'm giving y'all for the public.
All right, one more time. Give it to him one more time.
The first ticket is gonna be Raptors money line, Denver money line, Boston money line. Second ticket is going to be the Jazz +5.5, the Raptors money line, and the under in the Clippers versus the Dallas game.
Gotcha.
That second ticket, I just had to mix it up a little bit more just to, just to make it a little bit more interesting. That's the up in the air ticket. So don't put too much bread on that, y'all. I'm just giving y'all that because it pay out a little bit more than that first ticket. I feel more confident in the first ticket that I gave y'all than the second ticket. But just to make it a little bit more interesting and increase your pay, if it does hit, I went ahead and gave y'all because I want y'all to see what I was talking about as far as my breakdown. Because I'm telling y'all, those percentages matter, bro. That's why I told y'all when the line switches like that, when a line switches, I think one of these games you said that it opened up at, I think that 76ers, they gave them more points because they want people to bet on the 76ers so they can get more money on that side, knowing that they know that Ben Simmons is hurt. So it's a really long shot for them to just beat them, for the 76ers just to win that game outright. So they're giving the 76ers more points because they want the public to persuade to get more bets on that side. You feel what
Right.
I'm saying?
Gotcha.
All right.
Oh, the Clippers that went up. Point spread.
What is it now? What is it now?
6.5.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
Damn, I should have took it earlier,
You
man.
see what I'm saying? Now
I
you
should
see
have
what I'm
took it
saying.
earlier. I should have took that earlier, fam. That's what I should have done. I should have took that one earlier. I waited on that. Rats. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna put this ticket in right here. I'll put one in here. And I got a crazy ticket, guys, but guess what? It only costs $2. See, that's how I'm playing. So I'll give y'all a crazy ticket for the day. I just dropped that in. Y'all see that? $2 ticket. Hold on. Let me go back to that. Go back. Close that out. All right, there it is. There it is. $2 ticket. All right, there y'all go. See that? A $2 ticket. But you could win $21.58 off of that. So this is what we got, guys. This is how you do it. It's a parlay ticket. Cost you $2, but you can win $21.58. That's over 2,000% profit. That's excellent. All right. So you put the Denver Nuggets in on the money line, right? Brooklyn Nets, Toronto Raptors over the 221.5. Toronto Raptors on the money line. And then you got over on Philly, Boston, the 218 over on that. Put that on the ticket. Then put the LA Clippers on the money line. And then put Boston Celtics on the money line. Put all that on that ticket. $2 ticket, 21.58. That's my ticket for the day. Follow me on that. Press the replay, the playback, so that y'all can grasp all that. We got until 1:30 for the first game, just to have some fun. And if all that happens, guys, it's like 2,000% on your money. It's great. It's just fun. It's just like turning $2 into $21. But if you lose, you just lost $2. So it's a lot of things that have to happen there. That's why I like those parlays, because it's fun to me. Because it's a lot of things that have to happen there to make that parlay work. But if all those things happen, look at the reward. And I just put a lot of potentials on there, guys, that could actually happen. So we got a good chance of that ticket actually cashing in. But it's just fun. You guys listen to gun rights tickets, though. Those are
I
probably
mean,
safer bets.
look at it like this, y'all. Look at it like this. I was like 8 for 8 this weekend, but Cecilia Brackets killed my ticket. So you got to remember, listen what I'm telling y'all. Every day, no matter what sport you bet, there is always going to be an underdog who is going to upset. So you have to. So the key thing is just to try to pick what side is going has the better probability of the underdog winning or the public losing on something. If it's so heavy, just go back. It's never going to be like where every fucking favorite goes through. It's never like that. Not in football, not in basketball, not in baseball, not in hockey. There's always going to be some type of upset. That's why I said those percentages matter, because it matters what the public is betting with. Because the public never wins all the way across the board. It never happens like that. I'm just letting y'all know that's unrealistic. You feel me? It's never going to happen like that. And that's how Vegas win their money.
So, guys, in the event that the Brooklyn Nets upset the Raptors today, I have a $1 ticket in with that scenario. All right, but check this out. So I have a bet with the Boston on the money line, a bet with the Jazz on the points. This is all on the same ticket. It's a 16 parlay. Jazz on the points, Boston on the money line, Houston Rockets on the money line, Brooklyn Nets is the upset, okay, on this ticket. Mavericks on the points, and the Milwaukee Bucks on the money line, guys, right? This ticket, and it has a lot to do with the two. It's the Dallas Mavericks on the line and the Brooklyn Nets for the upset. But just with those two, it turns this $1 ticket. If it hits, if it goes down that way, and it's a long shot because this is consistent with the Nets upsetting the Raptors today. But just because of what Gun Rice is talking about, do you guys know how many parlays that would break up if that game is the upset? If the Nets
Exactly.
come in here and upset the Raptors, do you guys understand how many parlays that would wreck? And that happened to me this
Bro,
weekend with
it
Sean
always
O'Malley.
be one game.
Yeah,
It's
let me
always
explain this
one
to him.
game.
That happened to me this weekend with Sean O'Malley. So I came up with this idea here, Gun Rights. I made this ticket right here I'm telling you guys about, and I put this scenario on there. The Brooklyn Nets winning. That $1 ticket, if it wins, guys, and it's proof, it's right here. The 16 parlay. You can see that, right? $1, $322.86 if it wins.
Look, and I'm gonna tell you all this. Look,
And it just
look,
costs $1 to put that ticket in. So this is the fun of this stuff here, guys. That's just tremendous.
let me tell them this. Look, out of all of these games, if I was to have to choose two games that might just the underdog win straight out, I would have to go with the Jazz, or I would have to go with Denver. I would have to go with the Jazz, or I would have to go
Dallas.
with Dallas. Yeah, them is the
I,
two games that I'm looking at that could go iffy because the Toronto losing. I mean, I just don't see that happening. But
I have a ticket with that actually.
no, I
No,
know. I'm just telling you my thoughts on what
yeah.
games can go the other way based off of their play and based off of what I seen them their capabilities, not just throughout the bubble, but before the pandemic started. I would say Dallas or the Jazz came upset. You feel what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
would just
Well,
say
see,
that.
that's why I had that ticket. Like I said, that's a wild ticket there, right? But you just take that scenario, that Brooklyn Nets upset, and you don't take upsets on these other, but you do take some of those that are interesting on the points. Like we had some games in there, guys, and this is my thing with those strategies because this increases the probability of those crazy tickets happening, right? So, like the first game, the Jazz and the Nuggets, we take the Nuggets to win that game, but we don't really trust them on the points, right? So on that crazy ticket like that, where Gunright said he could see the Jazz actually upsetting. So on that crazy ticket, what you do is you put the Jazz, like I put on there, but for the points. That way they don't have to win the game. But if they get their points per, you still good on that ticket. They win the game, you gold, whatever. And that builds that ticket up crazy though. And these are scenarios that could actually happen. And the Denver
Oh,
Nuggets still win, but they don't win by the points. So you'll get it on that ticket, even though the Nuggets still won the game. Like,
exactly.
you got
So
to
if you're
think
gonna
about
go with
all of
the
that.
underdog, just go with the points and the
With the
underdog. Don't go
points,
with the money
don't
line.
go with the money line. Right,
But look at
exactly.
though, D. Look at your chat. Everybody is picking every series that everybody picked. They said they're gonna take it in five. If they taking it in five, that means that they have to give up at least one game, right?
You got to give up one.
Okay. So what I
Got
said
to be
is
an upset
correct.
game in there.
You
Got to
feel
be.
me?
It's got
We
to,
don't know if it's gonna be
that's what people
today.
don't like when you say they're gonna take it in six, so they're gonna take it. Okay, well, if that team is favorite, that team generally is gonna be favorite every game. There's no home court advantage, guys. Those things are
Exactly.
not gonna switch. What you see is what you get right now. So if this was a regular series, you guys got to understand when you say they're winning five, they're winning six. That means something different, especially on the betting aspect of it, which I'm not a pro in this, but I understand the analytics of it. That means something different when you're flying back and forth, you're traveling, you're going to someone's home court, and when you're all right there. There's no home court advantage. So that spread that favorite is going to probably stay the same. The only way that thing is going to adjust is concerning how these games are played in between. Now, if they're getting their ass kicked the first 3 games of the series, then of course those things are going to change. But outside of that, they win these games, they're going to stay the favorite. They're going to remain the favorite because there's no
Put it
home
this
court
way, I
advantage.
don't see too many sweeps. I don't see too many sweeps in this playoffs. Not like previous playoffs. I don't see too many sweeps going on
No,
in this playoffs.
no, I don't. I don't think, and not only that, it's just the talent is more spread around. Before this all started, I said that there were 5 teams that could literally win the whole thing. 5 on each side, on each conference. 5 on the East, 5 on the West. So, Uncle Burn apostrophe. Let's go. Let's go. Appreciate you. So, guys, that's it. You got it. You guys got the special ticket. That's the special ticket. Listen, I reiterate, the special ticket is the dangerous ticket. But it's just $2, guys.
$2, bro. Look, for $8, you can pick an underdog on each ticket for every different game
I
and
see
go the
that.
other way. You
They go
feel me?
all the bets for you right there. $2 ticket. You put it in like that. I explained it. I broke it down. You put it in like that. 21.50 or 21.58 to be exact. So have some fun with it, guys. Mix and match it. Take the games in the way we have it. Some of the overs, the unders. Just take one underdog, and then you just go on the other games. Just go for overs, unders, and point spreads. That's
They
it.
can do it like this. They can do it like this. They can go. They can just do money lines and just switch on every. Do 4 tickets for $2 a piece. I mean, yeah, 2 tickets for $2 a piece. That equals $8 total. And just go with the money lines. And on one of each ticket, just pick the points with the money with the underdog. Don't pick the money line. And I guarantee you'll probably win some money. You feel what I'm
But
saying?
trust me on this. Trust me on this. Gun rights don't like overs and unders. I've been doing really well with those guys. So what I'm saying is the overs and unders that I gave you guys, put some of those on the ticket because that'll increase your opposite. I mean, your that'll increase the money just because when you bet little prop and side bets like that, it increases the odds, overs and unders, the point spread or what quarter, it increases it.
Oh yeah,
So
you
that
get
makes
more
that
fat. You get more money. Don't
right,
trip. What they
right.
telling you, you get more money. But I'm just telling you,
I'm on.
just to get a feel and get your feet wet of what I'm talking about. To try to at least leave every day with a little something. Trust and believe. Like
That's
watch
why I
the
said
strategy.
gun rights tickets are the tickets that y'all bet y'all money on. My tickets are the ones that you have fun on and you playing with. There's nothing safe about D tickets. So gun rights tickets, those are the ones that this show is about. So you guys can go out there and make some money at a high percentage. Listen to what gun rights tell you. My tickets are just some specialty. And always bet $3 or less on my tickets because they're absolutely nuts. Right now, I'm making sure y'all. But if we hit, you're gonna feel really good. And I'm gonna
Yeah,
start
I
getting
mean,
trickier and
we
trickier.
you're not gonna lose every day, bro. We always gonna
No,
see the light on some days, so don't get it twisted. This is all a gamble, but we just trying to figure out the best system and the best strategy in order to play against Vegas because they the
it is.
undefeated right now. You
Y'all
feel
see
me?
that? $1 ticket. Y'all see how much to win? $124.18. So I'm having a lot of fun with this. It's all about having fun. It's just $1 ticket. But hey, if I win, if all of those little overs and unders, because guys, that's all this consists of. That's all this really consists of. And you can actually see it. You can actually see it on there on this ticket. I only have one underdog, which is the Portland at the top. So Portland to take the Lakers. That's the only underdog. The rest is just a mix of overs and unders and basically, teams that's favored to win. It's just a mix of that.
All right, D. I'm about to put these tickets in right now. Let me
All
get
right. So guys, y'all got it. Go win some money today. Enjoy the game.
peace out to the
Uh,
chat, man. Y'all have a
Peace out
blessed
to the
day today.
chat, Uncle Burn Apostrophe,
Good luck.
Chopsticks, Jose Yepes, Ringside Boxing. Appreciate y'all coming through. Eric Rojas, Intangible. Che TC Kerm, Brandon Nicholson, James Jackson, Irwin 10011. Appreciate you guys coming through. Go win some money, guys. And don't bet a lot. Just take those tickets that Gun Rights gave you at the end. Take these crazy tickets and about $5 and go have some fun. A couple of $3 tickets or a couple of $2 tickets and a $1 ticket. Make mine the $1 ticket so you don't. But just have some fun with this, guys. Enjoy the playoffs. See you here again tomorrow with the next prediction show, and I'll see you later with my man Lewis, Basketball Live with Lewis and D. Y'all know how I always end this thing. For the love of sports, let's talk about it. Peace.